Guys, Kitty Caliper here, and today we're going on a caving adventure! Yay! So as you can see here, I am on the coast because we're delving into one of the ocean caves today. And the specific cave we're going into today is the Caverns of Lost Faith, which holds the artifact of the Brute. First, let's get our handy dandy Bassie out. Look at that cutie patootie. And get into more appropriate gear. So what I'm doing with this here is I'm going to be putting a backup scuba tank into a chest right over here. And all my clothes that I don't want to lose, just in case, you never know. And then I'm also going to be putting a sleeping bag down so we can respawn if we do die. This is one of the easier water caves, so we should be okay. Now on land, I am currently at 56.6, 6.7 on the edge of this little peninsula. And as you can see here, blue ob is right there. And if we get into the sky a little bit, I'll give you a little bit of an overview. Red ob is to our right, and the volcano is kind of in between where we're going. But we will head down with the Bassie and find where we're going. Now let me get creative mode off and we shall jump in. I'm going to put my scuba tank on. I'm not going to wear the goggles today because of the fact that it's easier for me to film without the goggles. I do also have the fog and the clouds off, so I can see way better than maybe what you guys can see. I'm also going to be turning on my spyglass just for a minute so then we can find exactly where we're going. So we're going to about 53.7, 10.4. So when you come off on this little ledge here, what you're gonna mainly be looking for are these bright flowers. See if I can get this spot right away or if I'll get lost for a bit. You should be able to make this cave with just one scuba tank, but if you're scared of what you may encounter, you can always bring an extra one because you never know what may be in the depths. And here we are at the entrance. There's my little marker right there. So we're currently at 54.2, 3.8. Oh, we got some stuff coming to get us. And here is the entrance. What you're going to see around you is these yellow flowers, but it's not at the very bottom. You should be very, very close to the border wall, but you're not at the bottom. So just keep that in mind. So let's go enter. You can encounter before going in some plessies, some sharks, of course. The anglerfish were after us. So you just be weary of all the stuff that you're gonna encounter when coming in here. There we go. Okay, so let's go in. And when you're going in here, keep to the left. Thank you, chat from Twitch, for the tips on last stream. Shameless plug. And first off, I want to say a great big thank you to all my current subscribers. You guys are amazing and I seriously couldn't do it without you. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button for pro-ish art content. And if you do like what I provide for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And guys, I'm aiming for the big 20,000 this year. So help me go big or go home and you all get a cookie. Yay! So I'm literally keeping it literal. I'm like hugging the left wall. Now you guys could probably wander a little bit, but if you're directionally challenged like me, just hug it. Just don't leave that left part of the wall. Some of the things that I brought with me, of course, are things like a crossbow, because that's all I can really shoot under here. I also brought some food, some water, even though we're in the water, and some healing brews, but we won't necessarily need any of those. Your Bassie does a pretty good job. I'm really bad at driving them, but they do a good job. They do what they're meant to do. This is a relatively quick cave. You can get lost very easily, at least for me, and you can find some drops and stuff in here, I'm pretty sure. So keep that in mind. You can go and tour a bunch of stuff, and there's little stuff. I'm so good at driving Bassies. And there's little air pocket caverns that you can go through, which are really cool, actually. Some of the creatures I found in here are the electric eels. You'll also have maybe a shark or two, but it's generally pretty quiet. So as you can see, we're still on the left. Oh, and you can find the Ammonite, the dews that kind of sit on the bottom. So you could get some black pearls, but be careful because they give the effect of a rare flower. So keep that in mind. And this one is not as terrifying as the hard water cave, but it's still the water. So keep that in mind. So as you can see, we're literally just following the left, and it's actually a really quick cave, a beautiful cave. The underwater is just gorgeous. Like, I absolutely love it. All the pretty lights, all the pretty, what would you call this? Like seaweed? All the pretty seaweed and all that kind of fun stuff. And the crystals in here. It's been done really, really well, but it's still terrifying. The water's terrifying, especially in Ark. Ark water is terrifying. And I'm hoping to goodness that I'm going the right way. So here's some of those eels. And there's the artifact right there. See how easy that was? So as you guys can see here, when you enter, you're going to have this like area, and you can see the artifact right there. I'm trying to give an overview there. We are in like kind of like a canyon type thing, and I'm pretty sure you can get out and about and walk around up there. I don't know how hard it will be to see the artifact with fog and cloud on, but it is sitting on, it's really hard to tell. It's sitting on this little shelf. It's got some coral, it's got some seaweed, and at least the light should give you an idea of where you are. So let's grab the artifact of the brew, get on our Bassie, and let me see if I can bring him up to the surface so we can have a look around up here. So as you can see, there's like a little cavern here. You should have that thingy that kind of tells you that there's an artifact in here. We have some like that looks like an opening, honestly. Probably not, but like some greenery and stuff. The caverns are all gonna look pretty much the same, but you know, this is kind of what you're looking for. And I'm sure there might even be a way in and out on foot, but I could be lying because we're just gonna take the easy way. Now to get back out of here. Where did I come from? I think I came from this way. Oh god, did I get turned around? We came from the dark way. We're gonna go down the dark way. I think that looks about right. So now we're gonna stay to the right hand side and hopefully get out. And literally, it did not take long at all. As you can see, my scuba tank isn't even halfway done. Now there could be more creatures in here, so be aware of that. So you're gonna have to probably fight more stuff than I did. So you might need to oh god, see, I'm so good at driving. See, me and my little sausage. So honestly, you don't really need to bring much. Just make sure you have some backup scuba tanks just in case, and a sleeping bed or a bed, or sleeping bag or bed with maybe a backup even creature in it and backup scuba tank. But this one isn't as crazy dangerous as the other water one. And honestly, like, we didn't need to bring anything weapon-wise. We just have our Bassie. Bassies are usually the best, but you could bring in a berry. Anything water-wise that you think is fast and strong enough, you should be okay to bring in. Like, there's no, like areas where you're gonna need to, like, squeeze in and out of. So you could bring something big or something small. How cool would it be to have, like, a Plessy or something? I think that would be amazing just to bring in. Even to the caves. That would be so cool. But again, just keep following right to get out. I remember on ASE, I used to get so lost in here, but I didn't. I would just like wander around and get super lost. And it's so gorgeous in here. I was so scared to come in here. The next one I'm going to be nervous about, but this one is not so bad. I'm kind of happy that we did it. Kind of happy, but we're not out yet. Can't celebrate until we're done. So again, we're gonna keep right. It's gonna get a bit darker. It's actually very calming. The sounds of the, like, underneath the water and the Bassie. I love the Bassie sounds. They're so neat and very, very calming. And like I said, you can find some like loot drops and stuff in here, I'm pretty sure. So like, go explore around. Not my fault if you get lost. It's not my fault. But go have an explore around. Maybe even some explorer notes. I could be lying there. I don't think I've ever seen one. But I don't actively look for the explorer notes in this cave or any of the water stuff. And there we go. We're out. So I'm going to get us to the surface. And there we go, guys. We got the artifact of the brute. Easy peasy in the caverns of the Lost Faith. That was amazing and super easy. And if you guys didn't know, having a Bassie gets it, like, he's immune to the shock of, like, jellyfish and the eels and all that kind of fun stuff. So he's super handy for those kinds of caves or underwater anyways. So guys, we got the artifact of the brute in the most simplest of water caves. If you did like what I provided for you today, feel free to hit that like button. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? I hope you all have a super duper magical day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.